I'm Krystal Meyers, and you're watching The Zone.
All right, so there's this really awesome show out there called The Zone, and actually you're watching it right now. Hey, I'm Jenny.
And I'm Kimar, and today we've got a hot show for you guys, right off the stove. And actually, this is our first time in the kitchen.
That's right. We've been on multiple shows together, but we've never actually hosted together, so it's pretty momentous. And speaking of hosts today, Tiffany's talking with Krystal Meyers. We have CDs to give away.
And we have a fresh new video from a fresh new artist, and the video is fresh. You're gonna love the freshness of this show today.
It's pretty fresh. Here's Seabird with Rescue on The Zone. Credential Recording's newest artist just released their debut CD this past summer. And if you like the sounds of Seabird, well then you should thank The Zone and The Underground, because technically the band made their first public performances during The Underground's Battle of the Bands a few years ago. And if you remember, The Zone featured them last year as one of the best independent bands. So if you'd like to win a free copy of their CD, then we're gonna hook you up. All you have to do is go to surfthezone.com, click on contest, and in the comments box, type the word Seabird, and you, my friend, could win. Now on to the newest release from Thousand Foot Krutch. Here's Favorite Disease on The Zone.
After hitting some Creation Festival tour stops this fall, Thousand Foot Krutch is taking the flame in all of us to Germany this winter. So if you're a big TFK fan and you love sauerkraut and wieners, be sure to check that out. We'll be right back with more of The Zone right after this.
Welcome back to the music video shindig we call The Zone. Earlier this year, we showed you episode 1 of Sanctus Real's documentary series. And recently, the band has posted episode 2 plus their newest music video. Now, if you'd like to see episode 2, just log on to sanctusreality.com. And if you'd like to see that new video, well, you just stay right here.
Now, if you're a big Krystal Meyers fan, or you simply watch a lot of television, you may have noticed her new single being used to promote NBC's fall lineup. The song that is used is the title track from her new album, Make Some Noise. And now my girl Tiffany is going to sit down with Krystal as they discuss her new album and her music.
Hey guys, Tiffany here, and I'm just hanging out with Krystal Meyers. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. The biggest thing that I've been really excited to ask you about is last year, I believe you passed up the Red Hot Chili Peppers on the air charts in Japan.
Yes.
So, and you've been huge over there. Why do you think it is that your music is so successful overseas?
I really have to give all of that to God, because God just completely surpasses those language barriers, and I'm just, I'm just his mouthpiece, so I can't take any of that credit except for maybe I'm blonde and so I stick out. But now Sony Asia has picked up the record, so we're going to Hong Kong, and we just got back from Thailand, and we're going to be going to all those different other Southern Asia territories, and so I'm just stoked. God's doing something cool, and so I don't know, I'm just really excited.
Don't tell me we should turn it down. I understand that you started writing when you were pretty young, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how old were you?
I was like 10 when I started writing them down. But
so then was it just pretty much assumed that you would be a professional artist?
I was like 2 years old basically, and could barely even talk, and yet was like singing and drove my parents nuts. And I told everyone, like when I was a kid, like I'm gonna be a singer, and everyone's like, yeah, you and the rest of the world. And somehow, I mean, the Lord has blessed me, and so it's been a really cool journey.
What would you say has been the biggest change in you, both personally and in your music?
I've had more of a change between my second album and the one I just finished writing. Mm-hmm. My first and second records were recorded exactly 1 year apart from each other.
Oh.
So there wasn't a ton, of course, like I had like one album under my belt, but I had only been touring for like 6 months max.
Yeah.
And so that's not a lot of time to grow. This record that I've been working on is really, I mean, my heart's just completely on the table with it. I think it's the most honest record I've ever written, and the Lord has really taken me out of that winter season, and it's just a beautiful time in my life right now, just because I can really truly say that I am really connected with the Lord, and that I am waking up every day and I am doing my studies, and it's just the most incredible, just released feeling. I'm really excited about life and ready for whatever the Lord has to offer. Hey, I'm Krystal Meyers. Stick around for more on The Zone.
Hey, I'm Jenny, and in case you just tuned in, or I don't know, you haven't been paying attention to music video television over the last 8 years, the show is called The Zone. There's a new hard band on the scene, and according to the title of their Tooth and Nail debut album, they want to share their heart, including their gratitude for disasters. Here's Since October on The Zone.
Now, these great musical theme treats have not ended just yet. We have more great music coming up, so don't go anywhere. Keep it locked. You're watching The Zone.
All right, so this episode is almost expired, but we're going to make good on Kemar's last promise of more musical treats.
You are absolutely correct, Jenny. Earlier in the show, we mentioned that 1,000-Foot Crutch is making some appearances on the first ever Creation Fest tour. Also appearing on this tour is my man, hip-hop artist KJ52.
All right, so as we wrap up today's show, we just want to say, go ahead, KJ, and do your thing.
Do your thing, boy.
See you next week, y'all.